Hey guys, it's Papa Steve on the move, back in the outdoors. This time we're in Banff National Park at Twin Lakes Tw7 campsite. It's a nice backcountry site. The 5 sites are pretty much in the woods, but there's some great access to the lake and the mountains here. Really peaceful, really quiet. I'm going to have a look around and stay the night, and I'll show you guys what you can expect when you stay at the site. The scenic Twin Lakes of Banff National Park sit where the trees meet the rocky alpine zone on the eastern slopes of Storm Mountain. Being within 1 kilometer of each other, Banff hikers will often visit both the upper Twin Lake and lower Twin Lake on the same hike. If you're enjoying the Twin Lakes hike via Arnica Lake in larch season, you'll enjoy a beautiful display of golden larch trees. The larch trees start appearing after 3.2 kilometers of hiking and last until well beyond Arnica Lake. If you're looking for a great Banff larch tree hike without the crowds, the hike to Twin Lakes is a great choice. The trailhead for the Twin Lakes hike leaves from the Vista Lake parking lot off Highway 93 just before Kootenay National Park. If you cross the British Columbia border, you've gone too far. The first 1.2 kilometers of the Twin Lakes Trail descends into the valley towards Vista Lake. Along the way, you'll enjoy the first of many nice views of Storm Mountain, which is 3,100 meters above sea level, coupled with the evergreen forest in the valley below. As you descend to Vista Lake, you'll encounter a bridged crossing across the outlet stream where you'll leave Vista Lake and start your ascent. The next 3.8 kilometers of the hike to the Twin Lakes ascends the northern slope of Storm Mountain towards the tree line where Arnica Lake is found. Along the way, you'll enjoy several creek crossings and many outstanding viewpoints, and possibly even some wildlife sightings. I encountered several birds and even a moose on the trail. The Twin Lakes hike reaches the shores of Arnica Lake at the 5-kilometer mark. With the towering rocky cliffs of Storm Mountain looming high overhead, the setting for Arnica Lake is quite stunning. As you hike beyond Arnica Lake, the hiking trail becomes known as the Upper Twin Lake Trail. The Upper Twin Lake Trail begins with a short ascent up a small ridge on the northeast side of Storm Mountain. The ascent adds approximately 100 meters of elevation gain to your hike. After 4.5 kilometers of nearly non-stop uphill hiking from Vista Lake, you'll now start enjoying a wonderful descent down to the Twin Lakes. It doesn't take long for the larch trees to disappear on this side of the ridge, but they are replaced with a beautiful conifer forest, with a lush carpet of green moss. You may find it hard to believe that after 6 kilometers of hiking, you'll still be enjoying amazing views of Storm Mountain overhead. Storm Mountain is a massive mountain, and the hike through Vista Lake to Arnica Lake to the Twin Lakes is one of the best ways to appreciate the size and beauty of this enormous Canadian Rocky Mountain. At the 6.9 kilometer mark of the Twin Lakes hike, you'll get your first glimpse of Upper Twin Lake. The hiking trail leads to a large grassy meadow, which leads to the shores of Upper Twin Lake. The Twin Lakes campground rests in the forest between Upper and Lower Twin Lakes. It is a well-maintained campground equipped with regular amenities by Parks Canada. You'll find 5 structured tent pads spread out through the forest, so you will be able to find some solitude. There is a maximum of 1 tent per site. Some of these can be challenging to find as each branches off from the main trail. There is ample opportunity to use a tarp over your tent, so Twin Lakes could make an excellent early or late season overnight trip. Campsites are tough to get at Banff. You generally have to inquire several months before your trip, but they're easier to reserve on this route than in the most popular areas. To plan your hike and reserve campsites, go to the Parks Canada website and navigate to Banff. One really nice element of Banff's trails is there are communal areas for cooking, as well as lockers where hikers can store food overnight to avoid worrying about bears. The cooking and food storage area at Twin Lakes is quite a walk, and there's only 1 table, although it is a big one. There are no campfires permitted. However, there is some nice open area near the lake if you choose to go picnic down by the water. I enjoyed eating by the lake on a log, a gorgeous spot that was not too busy. The lake is also your best source of water. There are some inlet and outlet streams, but these will be just a trickle during the middle of the summer. The area farther down from the food prep area is the easiest spot to get water from. There is one well-kept pit toilet, though it is quite big. It is hidden away off of the main trail. It appears the sign may have been removed. The campsite was nice and quiet. The max stays 3 nights, and be sure to pack up and leave camp by the 11 a.m. checkout time to make room for other hikers. To continue on to the lower Twin Lake Trail, you'll need to walk through the marshy, grassy meadow along the shoreline of the upper Twin Lake Creek. You'll cross this creek on a long series of stepping stones. As you near the lower Twin Lake Creek, around 8 kilometers, you'll need to contend with a significant amount of tree roots and rocks along the very muddy hiking trail. The trail junction for the north approach to the Twin Lakes is on the left, just before the creek. After crossing the creek on a long bridge made from large wooden posts, you'll see the trail junction sign for the Gibbon Pass Trail, which ultimately goes on to Shadow Lake Lodge and another backcountry site. Go straight for the Gibbon Pass Trail or turn right to follow the creek to the lower Twin Lake. Your highly enjoyable Banff hike past Vista Lake and Arnica Lake reaches the Twin Lakes after 8.3 kilometers of hiking. The lower Twin Lake is your 4th Banff lake of the day and is every bit as beautiful and rewarding as the first 3. The rocky cliffs of Storm Mountain continue to provide the backdrop for this beautiful lake.
Really blessed to have spent some time here. Really quiet, really peaceful. If you have any questions, leave them down below in the comments or reach out on social media. I'm on Facebook and Instagram. Till next time, I'll see you guys on the trail. It's Papa Steve on the move.